Hello and welcome back to Syrasi Plays Golden Sun. Where we last left off, we had just made it to the city, mining village really, of Alton in the Great Mountains in the southeast of the continent of Angara. And as it turns out, the entire village has been flooded by these gigantic water beasts. So everyone seems to be pressuring us. There, you can see it right now. Everyone is telling us that we need to kill these things. So, since we don't seem to have any other options, we're just going to keep chasing this one and see where it goes. Oh, look, it's teaching us how the puzzle works. Isn't that cute? Oh my god. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? They'll never stop me. Okay. You're just gonna keep flooding the place? Like, why are they doing this? What do they hope to gain from creating apparently infinite water? Since that's what they do. Okay, guess we have to kill it. Let's try to do it without Jin first. See what happens. No, you're just gonna do damage, so let's see. Storm Rain. Surprisingly work. How come Isaac has all the best spells? I don't get it. It does not compute. There we go. Fire is super effective against these guys. Ragnarok can do almost as much damage as a super effective heat wave. What the heck? So now we get the Frost Jewel. In the off chance that Mia wasn't in our party, or that's not really possible, is it? But in the case that she lost her ability, she already knows Frost. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna give it to Ivan. Why the heck not? Okay. It was not hard to replicate what the monster did, since I've done it before in this playthrough. Sigh. Okay, so now as we can see, an entire layer of the village has been cleared, and there are already people moving down. We'll see, buddy. Oh look, one of the houses is already free. How come it's not? Oh, it looks like it is stopping it. I'm opposed to all this violence. One blow's not enough. Jab, jab, hook, then comes the uppercut. Oh wow, this house really did get trashed. But they must have lit the fire just now to try to dry the place out. They got that nice little lantern in the corner too. Wow. I'm noticing all these tiny little details they added in the environments in this game that make it really, really believable. Oh, and it's only after the first one that we get access to the item store. Not that there's really any reason to use the item store since it's kind of not necessary. See what they got, just in case. Nope, nothing interesting. And nope, not really. Not willing to spend thousands of coins on that, at least. So, next cave area. Give you a hint, this whole area is pretty much just like clear the cave area, move on. Clear the cave area, move down a level. Yep, that's pretty much it. What is here? There's nothing here. Oh gosh, how did monkeys get in this mine? I'm just wondering. I'm a little curious about that. How reappear. I keep forgetting to upgrade your gear. I'm sorry, Ivan. There we go. At least the environment's really aesthetically pleasing. Like, you know? Calamar! Mo Calamari. Star Wars. Malamar. Pokemon. Everyone loves calamari. It's such a good word. It's such a good word. Oh no, poison. Whatever will we do? Does poison remain after battle? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's what Mia's for. Luckily, she can just magically cure everything because she's awesome like that. Why do I keep going the wrong way? Why do I keep thinking there's gonna be something in those dead ends? Oh yeah, because there usually are in this game. Let's hope this works. Learning a few more powerful abilities than before. So it's kind of, ooh, fun stuff, fun stuff. So we're gonna have to carefully plan our route with this thingamajig, minecart. Because if we're not careful, we're just gonna end up in circles, and that's not fun. Nobody likes going in circles. Unless you're doing something fun in the circle, I don't know. Why was I mashing buttons? I can just hold down. Whatever. It's an instinct from the old days, I guess. Where I would just mash the A button until the battle ended. Because that's a viable strategy. Because frankly, the random battles are not very challenging. They're just there to... And I would say they'd be draining your resources, but they're not really, because you gain synergy points, so they're kind of just like grinding mechanisms. That's something that I wish RPGs would move past over time, is the random battle thing. And I know lots of games have done that, and I tend to really like that kind of game. It's because the random battles were only there because that was like the standby mechanic for the entire genre. But they get kind of old. And I'm one of the kinds of gamers that plays games for the story, you know? Even when I love like tactics and grand strategy games, it's because I like to tell a story with the campaign, like in Civilization, Total War, games like that. I'm telling the story of the history of this faction that I'm playing as. And that's what I find engaging about it. Not the mechanics so much, though those can be fun at times. It's just that's not the focus for me, you know? That's how I am in tabletop games too, like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder. Some of my best friends were always like extreme power gamers where they just need to get all the maximum stats and maximize their damage per second in that World of Warcraft. I feel like World of Warcraft is at fault for that. All of that sort of thing is not something that I really play games for, you know? I'm just there for the story, and I mean, I don't win that often when I'm playing against the super power gamer type of players, because I'm not playing the same game as them, essentially. It's not that I don't like winning, it's just that if it's not fun getting there, then it's not rewarding for me. And I'm trying to figure out how to express this. It's just... I really like games that let me play with a group of people. Oh, I'll have to come back here later. Games with a group of people, because then I can use my guile and my wit to get the other players fighting each other and making things interesting. and that gives me time to focus on doing my own thing. Because if it's just an equal contest between me and one other person, I tend to try to just make it fun and interesting and not necessarily try to win. So that makes it hard for me to really compete against people. But when I'm in a group, I usually do really well because I get them fighting each other and playing against each other, and it's really fun for me. I guess you can say I'm a naturally manipulative person. No, that's not true. What is here? Wow, there's a large area back here. Siphon seal's just not blocking anyone's synergy. There we go. Okay. Okay. Battles are getting on my nerves. At least the puzzles are slightly more complex in this part of the game. Like, the first entry in the series never really goes that far with the puzzle solving elements. It's kind of straightforward, and once you know the mechanics, it's not a challenge hardly at all. So the second game introduces a lot of unique mechanics that take some working on to figure out, so at least there's that to look forward to. And I'm going to keep playing these games. I don't care if you don't like it. Because I know I kind of rip on it a bit, but that's just because these games have such a nice place in my heart. And it's fun to look at it with a little bit more grains of salt than when I have the nostalgia goggles on totally. So, just helping me realize that this game does have a lot of flaws that I didn't understand when I was younger. And also because I hadn't played as many games back then. I don't know why it is, but the rat warrior type creatures always seem to give me the most trouble of any enemy type. Probably because they tend to be the smarter guys and they always like run away and stuff, and that's really frustrating. Really? You tried to prove me right there. Oh, your attack drops and I'm weak. Poor baby. How are you still alive? Okay, so that one's dead. How is this one still kicking? Not for long. Okay. Oh, treasure. Wait, it's a mimic, isn't it? I don't know how my instinct on these works so well. Okay, we're going to destroy you. Ah, successfully sealed the synergy. That's cool. What that little star effect, purple star, means is that the enemy cannot use synergy powers. So that's cool. That'll help us in case he's gonna try something nasty. Okay. That was a tough little bugger. Nice. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Okay, sneaking through there. Oh god, this. I don't know why they treat it like this is some sneaky puzzle, because that's really simple. puzzles in Golden Sun are best summed up as you have to figure out which side of your power to use right here. Once you do, you're good. And since they tend to repeat so much, it's not terribly challenging. But I will admit that there was a lot of things that had me stumped when I was younger, so for what it's worth, it can at least stump 10-year-old Ari. Yeah. So now you know my name is Ari, or at least the name I go by. So, me and my friends call me as Ari. But you should all call me Syrasi, because that's my internet name, and internet names are important, so. Plus, it's not likely that very many people are going to see the random part in the middle of the 15th episode of this game. So, for what it's worth, hi, my name's Ari. Nice to meet you. Thanks for watching my channel. You're really cool. Thanks for being awesome. Yeah. I'm really not a fan of this area, if you can't tell. Okay. This better work. Does that better work? Nope. Oh, there's treasure there? Shoot. Like, I really wish I could just, like, flee from all the battles, but then I wouldn't be gaining XP, and boss battles can be really, really bad if you don't level up enough, so we're just gonna make liberal use of firepower, I guess. There we go. So we got that. Now I'm gonna have to not run this way. I'm gonna go all the way back up this way because I saw treasure, and treasure means I've gotta go that way. Sorry. No problem. Okay, what is in this treasure chest that we went to all this trouble for? Yes, that's a really good item. Yes. Tell you what, since this resists fire, yeah, Garrett can have it. That sounds fitting. Fitting because it's armor and he's wearing it. It would have been funnier if it wasn't a shield, I know. It's amusing how many villages we help and they never give us rewards. Like, for real though. We saved Kalima, they didn't give us anything. Bilibin gave us something, but it was just on file. Like, for real? At least I know what my choices are. Gosh. Another spot slime. I forgot they could do that. That's fine. Okay. type folks. Can't tell you why, I just feel like we're in that area, you know? Okay, and here it is. Fun. Well, we're just going to replicate the strategy we used the other time, which seemed to work relatively well. Just spam our best signer energy abilities and have me on standby for healing if need. Yeah, we're going to need some healing. Got this. I got this. I wonder if there's like these living statues, that's what they're called. I wonder if there's some tie-in for mythology, because most things in this game are linked to some mythology or other. And this would be the sort of thing that a YouTube channel like Gaijin Goomba, who I'm a huge fan of, and if by any chance you see this channel, I just want to say I really admire the work you do. You bring a lot of really interesting historical and cultural things into people's lives and minds that they might never otherwise have even thought of. Gaijin Goomba would probably do a really great sequence on that and be able to tell you like exactly what it comes from, but unless it comes from some parallel in one of the mythology systems that I'm familiar with, which is generally more on the Western side of things, and probably Middle Eastern too, I'm probably going to miss it because I'm not a specialist in that sort of thing. So there's probably some sort of mythological resonance with that creature, but I am not able to recognize it, unfortunately. Okay, we have now freed more of the city. In fact, I think we got all of it. Hang on. The armor shop is now open. You still only have the shiny dress, huh? Ooh, okay, they have lots of cool goodies now. Chainmail is really good. You're gonna get that. And you're gonna get that. What do you mean Isaac can't carry anymore? Are you kidding me? Gauntlets. Are they really better than everything I've got? Wow. Oh, Iron Helm. Yeah, we want those. Oh my god. I keep getting just rolling in game tickets. This is great. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna sell a few things though. I'll sell that. And that. And that. And that. And we don't need the empty bottle anymore. If I never need it, I can buy it again. I'm gonna sell all the vials because who the heck needs vials? Oh, I can sell that too. Neat. Okay, I could get gauntlets for Isaac and not Garrett, just Isaac, but I don't think it's enough to justify it. Okay. Gonna give Isaac the chainmail and the iron helm. You know, chainmail is technically supposed to be called just mail. It should just be called mail armor. Chainmail is just redundant. But... oh, they were the guardian statues. Okay, so there's something. It's clearly they were awakened by Synergy or something, but... The pots and pans are rusted. Oh, jeez. Yes. Oh, at the bottom of the mine. Neat. Yeah. It's obvious that Synergy is at fault for whatever happened here, but I'm pretty sure that there's some... It's based on something, some legend. Synergy rod. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give Ivan that, because I can. And thank you, Elven Rapier, for all your service, but we're gonna change you into raw cash. Cash money, y'all. Wow, these are significantly better. Okay. Claymores for everyone. Or Isaac and Garrett, that is. Oh, goodbye, Arctic Blade. You were good while you lasted. But not good enough to justify keeping you around. Wait, I didn't read your mind. I need to know. If you say something, that sword. It's like Final Fantasy VII as up in the house. Oh. Yay, capitalism. I'm so glad you get to exploit the workers. What? Yeah, I did. That's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy, kid. Stay away from me. Stay away. Okay, so there was a minecart there. Oh, interesting. The historian in me is cringing hardcore at that line. So they have been digging up a lot of interesting things here, huh? Okay, nothing there. These random battles are really extending the length of this video. My apologies. Killing things, yay! That was excessive. Okay. Come on. So the synergy rod lets you actually suck out synergy points from the enemy if they have them. Unfortunately, many enemies do not use synergy, so for what that's worth. Oh, another lucky medal. Fun. Someday soon we're going to get to use those. This is a big area. There are a lot of turns there that I hope I didn't miss important things in. That was an interestingly weak battle, but okay. Can't fault you for that. Ah, there were turns back there that I didn't check and I'm freaking out about it, sorry. I have issues. But I'm really getting sick of this area. And I already got the dragon shield, and that's the main thing that matters for treasure in this dungeon, so... If I am missing anything, it's probably second-rate treasure, so... Let's not worry about it too much. It's more for my own benefit than yours, but... If you share my penchant for loot, then... you will know where I'm coming from. It's a slightly more ornate puzzle than the other one. things to do here, and it's kind of bewildering. Now we got that path set apart. We can do the thing. Come on. Tarantulas are terrifying to me, to be honest. I am very, very afraid of spiders. I have a few friends who have pet tarantulas, and I could never stand to meet those pets. I am sorry. I normally love pets, but shudders. Okay. Oof. Battles just don't quit, do they? Tell you what, we're gonna get the Mercury Genie in this room, and we're gonna call it for today. And then we're gonna come back and go for the next one. Next leg of the dungeon, I mean. So let's quickly take care of that. Why did I not switch the thing? I'm gonna get into a random battle. Yeah, thought so. Okay. I'm just gonna go all out with this, so in the off chance that it does run away, I don't have to do any of that crap again. Okay, let's do this. Oh, we haven't seen Tiamat before, so it should be interesting. Oh no, Tundra. Neptune. That was so pathetic. So weak. I'm sorry, but... Oh wow, didn't even need Tiamat. Okay. I'll get into one battle just to show off Tiamat, then we can stop. Wait, is this our fourth? I think this is our fourth. That means Mia is gonna get to her 4th class. That's exciting. That's worth something. Okay, we're just gonna get into that battle, show you Tiamat, and then we're gonna... I think her 4th class, her 3rd tier class is Cleric. I could be horribly incorrect, but yep, Cleric, that is correct. And she now knows Wish, which restores the entire party at once. It's much more efficient than just healing everyone individually. Okay. Garrett, you're gonna show us what you can do. Okay, Tiamat. Oh, it's a dragon. Trogdor, burninating countryside. Oh, you didn't even kill that one. Shocking. Okay, so we're gonna finish the rest of the Alton mine next time on Syrasi Plays Golden Sun.